Alright, so this is a continuation of one we just did, sort of, but we just finished a mission. We're flying back up. We're gonna go hit the station. So welcome to another video. This is gonna mostly be showing us dock and maybe see what else happens. So
Well,
welcome for the
also,
ride.
since we don't have the medical URSA, we've got to check in at the station medical.
That's true, because I have a busted limb right now.
I think we both do.
Oh, you got hurt also, huh?
Oh yeah, I was down to 20% health, and then I ran around the corner and used the med gun to bring myself back.
Yeah, I had to do one of those shot things. Do some quick jumps to get back to the station. Nice.
This is Everest Harbor, above the planet Hurston. And there's our URSA Medivac, which is currently broken.
It's still floating.
Yeah, it's still there.
Oh.
It wouldn't let me call it when we were down at the ground station. It wouldn't let me call it at all.
Like run into it and like blow it up or something? Maybe that'll let us get it.
I'll just fiddle with it. Basically, I'll just go to a couple different places and try and call it. Switch servers, try it again. Eventually, it'll pop in. There's a lot of weird stuff happening with the servers right now because of the pressure that's on them due to the player test universe. My guns weren't working. My URSA's stuck floating above Lorville. Yeah, things are just not going well today.
I'm still having fun.
We've also got another option to take a medical bed with us. It's the little medical Pisces. It literally has only 2 chairs. A pilot's chair and then like supposedly like a medic's chair. And then a med bed. Super tiny little ship. That's actually what I usually roll around in when I'm doing missions by myself.
You just opened the back.
We're fine.
Did you do that on purpose?
No. I have VTOL, doors, lights, and landing gear all on the same hat switch. And sometimes my joystick is a little more sensitive than it needs to be.
That's okay, it looks cool. Oh, you took off again. Oh, I see your movie.
I'm trying to center, yeah. I mean, if you're looking at it from the outside, we might as well be parked in the middle.
When you did that, that door banged so hard on the ground. That's funny.
You saw sparks?
It did, yeah.
Because I'm a flashy flyer. Okay, engines are off.
Well, we're in the station now, so we can't get our med thing.
No, like I said, I'm gonna mess with that off camera. It'll probably take a couple of days for me to get it back. Just because you can never lose anything that you pay money for in Star Citizen doesn't mean sometimes it might be temporarily unavailable.
Temporarily unavailable forever?
No. Like I said, it's very worst case scenario. I could go to the game website, initiate a character reset, and like an hour later, I would have everything back in my inventory that I paid money for. But then you have the potential to lose some of the stuff that you've looted, right? Because your character resetting back to a default version of your profile.
Right.
So,
I still have a race ship that won't pull up for me.
What race ship?
Well, I've got 3 in there. One of them says it's for racing, and it won't pull up.
Does it say Dragonfly?
I'd have to go look again. I'll
because
pull it up.
That's actually like a hover bike, and it doesn't have the vertical lift to get out of these hangars.
Oh, well, that's why it wouldn't pull up then. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
But I'll tell you right now.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
It's the Dragonfly.
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
So what? That one's the one of those little speeder bikes?
That's the one that's downstairs in the Galleria, the little 2-seater.
Oh,
hover bike, the little quad bike with the little 4 like little nacelle engines. Yeah.
Okay, so I would have to go retrieve that where we were at before.
I tried. I have one on this account as well. I also tried pulling up the little racing hover bike thing, and
Mhm.
I tried pulling up the URSA rover. They were all not cooperating.
But if I take the
So
Avenger down and then try and pull the Drake out, maybe not now when the server's goofing off, but later, right? I should be able to
yes,
park the Drake inside the Avenger.
no,
Oh, I
the
can't.
Avenger is not big enough.
Oh, shoot. I thought I had a bay in the back.
It's just not a big enough bay.
Or is that the, not the, I know the RSI doesn't because I just flew that one the other day. I flew that one today. It definitely doesn't have a bay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
you just need a bigger ship.
I
Like
need a, I need a better account and then I'll start getting bigger stuff.
Please
the
visit us
Cuddy
again.
Black has
Goodbye.
a bay big enough for small vehicles. The Avenger is just too tiny. I've tried and died many times to get any of the hover bikes in the back of there. The way it works is you can basically crash them into the
And
into the
just,
cargo hold, and then you have a, like, you might not be able to get it back out again.
ah,
Beth Taggart, please contact Dr. Hunt.
Good day.
Oh, come on, Medbed, don't do this to me.
Ah, yes. The terminals should be
Yeah,
able
the
to
server
handle
might just
your
be
needs.
cooked.
Security, please come to storage room 3 right now. Security to storage room 3. Got an accident inbound. It's a pretty big one, so team stand by.
Make sure to stand up. Just sit down again.
Front desk to let us know where you spotted them.
Yeah, it's not even letting me use the Medbed.
no?
Nope. Is it working for you?
I just hit medical care. Showing my skeleton with my damaged arm. Shouldn't it just be fixing it?
No, you have to go to the treatment tab. At the top, there's injuries, treatment, and then medicine or medication. Go to the treatment tab. That's where I got stuck, is it would not let me select the treatments tab, so I couldn't select the injury and tell it to heal.
It worked for me.
Well, poop. So my guns don't work, I can't heal, my URSA's floating outside the station. Maybe it's just my account that's bugged.
I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't. Maybe we should be on a different server or something. But
Well, I was gonna say, if we're gonna do any more adventuring, I would want to switch servers.
yeah,
Big one, so team stand by.
did you try again to get healed, or you just?
Anthony
I tried a
please
couple
contact
times.
front desk. If anyone sees a patient wearing blue pants,
I got out of the
red
med bed,
shirt,
I laid back down in the med bed, I tried again a couple times.
front desk to let us know.
Well, do you want to try? Because when we were outside, it did glitch a little bit on the ship too. Do you want to try again a different server?
Yeah, I mean, that's how I'm gonna get any of my stuff working, I think.
How do we do that?
Just log out,
Okay.
exit to menu,
I want a burrito.
and
first.
then the best way to guarantee that you get to a different server is to select a different region, because the Star Citizen servers will try and put you back on the same server you just left. Right? So we were in Australia, but we would want to switch to the EU or the US.
Okay. It's so weird. You do have to put the bottle on the ground.
Yeah, it's one of those low priority bugs. You know, it doesn't technically break gameplay, so it ends up living around a lot longer than it should have.
All good.
So I'm just at the menus. You're the leader, so you have to launch the party.
I'm still drinking water and eating burritos. Give me a second. Almost there. Okay. Exit the menu. See the menu. Okay. All right, persistent universe again.
Yep.
And you want to try the
And then
USA one?
just pick a different region.
Yeah, we're on Australia right now, so we'll do USA. Sound
Yeah.
good? And then enter.
Yep. And then since you're the leader, it launches both of us.
Cool.
It also makes sure that we get onto the same server. That becomes more. And here's a trick: if you have enough people in your group, and you launch, and there's no servers that are available with that many slots, it'll actually spawn a new server for your group.
Nice.
You need like 20 to 50 people to make that happen consistently, though. And every once in a while, if a server crashes really hard and you hang out on that server, everybody else will leave, and that server will be kind of abandoned, and you can have a server to yourself or a server with maybe like only 3 or 4 other people on it, and the game will never run that smooth again. Like,
Oh yeah.
oh, it's beautiful.
Crash the whole thing.
If you can get the server, like if you can get on a server by yourself or with less than 10 people, like the NPCs become dangerous, like all the buttons everywhere work. It's crazy.
All right, I am up and back. Let's see how slow
You're
this
slow.
is.
I'm already in medical.
Well, good, because you got to get fixed still. I don't. I'm 100%. It seems to be working just fine.
Hey, let me select treatment this time.
Good. I was going to buy some bullets, but I think I'm good.
Didn't you say you were out of ammunition on the last run?
was out of it on my body.
Ah.
I've got it
Yeah,
on
you
my-
got to make sure you do that in between the tower mission and then the interior mission.
Oh, and I bought a whole bunch, looks like. So I'm good now.
So take half of, if you bought like a bunch, like 50 or 40 or something of each, like take half of that and put it in your local station storage.
Yeah, that's where it's at. That's where I'm pulling it from, because I bought a bunch of extra.
Yeah, so I'll buy like 60 mags and then I'll take 20 with me. For a while there, I was loading all that stuff directly into the ship that I was flying, but as you saw, sometimes the ship you're flying doesn't stay with you.
We need to fly down, and so I can throw some of these grenades, since I've never done that.
Well, let's see if we can get the URSA on this. So we'll fly back down to the planet, that same place, and you just run away from me when you decide to play with your grenades.
I know, I heard your story. I believe it too. Those things are dangerous.
It was my fault. It was my keybind, but I literally just don't use grenades anymore.
I am ready when you are to do whatever we need to do. I'm right here.
I saw you.
Well, I almost got stuck in the station there.
Your vehicle has been delivered to place
Hangar
visitors
5.
again. Goodbye.
Uh-oh. Did not want to open the door. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, servers have been so bad, I really haven't played at all this week.
Oh, shoot. Which hangar? I can just hit open doors. Are we gonna go try and get the URSA again?
Yep.
Let's do it. I'll try and pull that bike out when you do that.
Do not drive the bike into the ship.
How'd you get that other one in there then? Was it just little
Very
enough?
carefully.
Well, yeah, I realize it's super, like, sketchy because it hit one little rock and killed me.
Crusader Industry, a journey worth taking. Systems on.
It's like, go ahead and take
Launch
off.
complete.
It's a journey worth taking.
Yeah, some of the ships are
Minus
a lot more
rockets.
verbose. Like, Drake ships will actually congratulate you when you get a kill.
Oh yeah.
They'll be like, good kill.
This ship likes it when it does devastation.
Yeah, that's Drake. This is Crusader. So, a little bit of a different personality.
Yeah.
And there's Origin, which is all the, like, swoopy lined luxury. Everything's all glossy and shiny. See if we can find that planet side stop again. I think that's it. No jump marker. Still no jump marker. It's just like it's trying to get us to jump to the planet, but we're already within the planet's jump radius. Lining up on all the different jump markers, because when I target that location, it's not giving me the jump marker, so I'm trying to identify it kind of freehand, basically. Not graceful.
It looks cool from out
There it
here.
is. Found it.
Quantum travel complete.
Night landing. Fun. Well, you know, we just cruise in at, you know, roughly Mach 1. So if there's mistakes made at that speed, there, you know, there's not a lot to think about afterwards.
Yeah, no worries. I'll make sure to shut the door this time.
Well, I also thought you were gonna hang out on the ship and, like, you know, run around on it for a minute. So it's like, oh, I'll leave the door open. He'll be on the ship if anybody tries to steal it. Then I turn around and you're like, ah, you're right behind me.
Plenty of time to show off the ship. It looks pretty cool though.
Well, I want to get the secret passage to work. It might just be busted though. I haven't seen it work in a couple of patches.
From up top, yeah. It worked from down below.
Okay, try not to come slamming into the surface here. And about 100 meters per second. Brakes and VTOL. Landing gear. Ship lights. I think I might need to move up a little bit actually because of the ramp. That should give us the room we need. Somebody out there is wondering, why does this idiot keep saying engines off every time he lands the ship? Because the storm winds can come by and pick your ship up and blow it away, and if the engines are on, it'll just stay and hover in the sky and you won't be able to get back to it. Sounds stupid, I know.
No, it sounds cool. I want to see it.
No, you don't. Not with your ship.
Not with our ship. Let's watch it with somebody else's ship.
That I'd be okay with.
Oh, I'm gonna do. Can I shoot the guns here, or are we gonna get in trouble
Yes.
if I do?
Actually, I don't know. We might be an armistice. If you can draw your pistol, you can shoot the guns. I cannot draw my weapon. You cannot shoot the guns.
Okay, that answers that. Don't worry, I got the door this time. Or you got the door.
I was actually gonna try and see if I could close it while you were going down the ramp.
You almost
Make
got
me
me.
jump off the end.
Almost got pinched. Good thing I'm wearing heavy armor.
It might not have worked against those pressure doors. That remains untested.
Oh, it would have smushed me for sure. Ha. You tried to do the pressure without me. I see how it is.
No, I waited. I was nice.
We've been here before. I remember that toy.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Welcome.
Alright,
To
I'm
the
gonna try it.
ASOP
I want
vehicle
the little
retrieval
thing.
system. Claim has been sent.
Claim.
Welcome.
File
Your
claim.
insurance claim has been sent. Retrieval system. Your insurance claim has been sent. Welcome. To the Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
So now it's. But it's.
Nope. Nope, they're still broken.
Yeah, it's not, it's making me claim it again.
Yep.
So
Please visit us again.
that didn't work.
Goodbye.
No, there's a longer way to get it. Basically, I think at this point, I actually have to go to Lorville and land at one of the outside locations and run inside and grab the vehicle. It's doable. Just annoying.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Well, what do you want to do now?
I'm checking this loot chest over here. Oh, it's got a beverage. And a multi-tool. And 3 candy bars.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, the red ones are usually weapons and armor. These ones can be pretty much anything. I stole all the food and water.
Yeah, I see how it is. Don't leave any for me.
Well, you're standing next to a coffee maker. Gosh.
I had a whole bunch of burritos, so I'm good. Your boots glow.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Yeah, some of the armor actually has a lot of lighting on it, which makes it really awkward when you're trying to sneak up on people in the dark. But I guess at the same time, if you're going to be floating around a space station and people are going to be flying around, it might not be bad to have marker lights.
Yeah, makes sense. When I walk down this chute, this like hidden cargo thing, it makes me feel like on Aliens, the Marines,
A little bit.
when they're fighting and they're having to escape that one part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me laugh.
Can you hear that? Bleep, 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 bleep. Are you ready for takeoff? If I'm,
No, I
I'm
am
nice about it.
ended up going in a server room. The chair. What's this thing?
That would be the scanning room. This is one of the functions that this ship is capable of, is intercepting transmissions with enhanced radar, and then storing any of the stolen data in the server arrays, and then you can go to a data broker and sell that data. None of the data running gameplay is in, but there are 3 ships that I can think of right now that actually have like onboard server rooms. There's this one. There's the Drake Herald, which is literally just a giant engine, a couple of server racks, and a pilot's chair. And then there's the Caterpillar, which is a huge, long haul cargo vessel that has a dedicated server room for data storage and transfer. But it's a very limited function. Not many ships have it.
I'm like in this chair looking at this thing. I'm not sure. It says something about deploy. What would you be deploying?
You would be then powering on and operating the enhanced radar kit that I just said isn't quite working yet.
Ah, so don't mess with it. I understand what not quite working yet means, but don't quantum jump for a minute while I try and get over to you.
Okay.
Get out of this seat real quick. Whoa. I get thrown all over the place here.
Are these guys in chat talking about the Citadel armor being rare? That's the stuff that you were wearing, or are wearing. You can get it every time you go on that mission. There's always a set. That's the same armor the boss wears every time.
Well, maybe they've never killed the boss.
Oh. Skill issue.
Yeah, definitely.
Now there are some sets that are really rare, like the Port Korea. And then there's the Orison bosses are a little. I mean, you got to do those missions. I guess they're not rare. They're just they're based around a different planet. Like we're at the Hurston. Those missions would be over in around Crusader, which is the gas giant with the Cloud City.
Yeah.
Are you in your chair?
No, don't do anything yet. Give me a sec. I was, but I'm gonna jump into one of the guns. Please don't fire the quantum. Okay, I'm safely tucked into the gun. Do what you need to do now.
It's cool. I'm safe.
It's a thing, like legit.
Crusader Industries,
powering
a
up the
journey
gun.
worth taking. Systems on.
I'm gonna fire the guns.
You can't. We're in quantum mode.
Oh man.
That's
So-
actually one of the stupidest decisions they ever made, was breaking it out so that you.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it does make sense because if you go into quantum, you're just gonna run into your own
Quantum travel
blasting
engaged.
bullets, right?
Well, cutting the power to guns once you actually quantum, yes, but while you're spooling up and preparing to jump, locking in a target, like all that kind of stuff, why can you not have guns? More to the point, why can you not have shields? Tell me that the human species, with shield technology, would choose to fly around without shields while going into quantum jump? No, that's just stupid. It's a
Yeah.
completely fabricated gameplay change that they made specifically to combat PvP,
Complete.
and it's affecting everybody. I don't like Master Modes. I don't like what they did with it. So, but they've got time to change it.
Now we're over a city. If I shoot my guns now,
You still can't because we're still in quantum, but yes, you would get in trouble. This is Lorville.
I see
This is
that.
the main city on the planet.
Big.
Trying to remember where I've got to go. I think we can give up one over here.
I'm like rotating the gun while it's looking at the external view. travel around and visit all the parts of the city?
Several, not all.
Not all yet.
Yeah. Like there's another planet. ArcCorp has, you know, its main city is called Area 18, and you can go to Area 18, Area 14, and Area 16, but you can't go to like Area 3 and 5 and, you know, some of the other ones. But they've got missions now where you can go and drop stuff off on, you know, rooftops and sometimes go down into certain buildings. And the rest of those cities are basically just a blank canvas for them to add stuff to at a later date.
Cool.
Yeah, so they can flesh those out. Hopefully they'll be more fleshed out as we get further down into, you know, through the development cycle. I'm not sure if this is what I'm looking for. Getting a little squirrely here.
It looks like that
On the
hangar that we
VTOL.
parked by that had all those
Landing gear
busted up
down.
ships that one time.
Well, if I'm lucky, this is a
Landing
vehicle
gear up.
hangar, and we can pull our vehicles out of here.
Landing gear down.
Because this is Lorville, and it kept airing out saying that the vehicles were stuck at Lorville. So if we can't pull them out here, then we just have to wait till they're done with the patch and just not use ground vehicles.
Yeah, makes sense. This place is not cool for bikes, though. Look at all those rocks just poking out of the ground.
And trees.
Engines
What
off.
passes for trees on Hurston?
I know I saw the power under somewhere. There we go. Well, it looks cool.
Yeah, and the amazing thing is that all of this stuff is 3D modeled. Like that building over there isn't like, you know, painted on a canvas background. It's rudimentarily modeled. Like you could fly a ship into it. You would hit a no-fly zone before you crashed into the building, but you could literally just fly a ship into the building and crash into it. Yeah, this game has so much potential. Not just for crashing ships. Gear storage, vehicle terminals over here.
Welcome
This is where we
to
try
the
it.
ASOC vehicle retrieval
It
system.
says retrieve instead of claim.
Welcome your vehicle to the ASOC
says
vehicle
garage
retrieval
1.
system. Please visit us
We're gonna
again.
try and get the bike.
Goodbye.
Do it.
Vehicle select. Your vehicle has
Garage
been
3.
delivered to the following location. Please visit us again.
I'll head to garage 3.
Goodbye.
That would be a good idea.
Are these the... How do we get there?
Garage. Got to go back towards the front, and then
Okay.
garage 3 is going to be to your right, somewhere.
Oh, I see it. It's got an indicator on it.
Boom! They didn't even put it in the garage. They had it hanging out in front of the garage.
Same
Perfect.
here.
Well, there was a bug for a little while where they were putting the ground vehicles inside the garages, but they didn't have a mechanism to open the garage doors. Like you call ATC to have them open the hangar. So people would be able to call their vehicles and then they were stuck in the garage. But going where?
Yeah.
Alright, power up.
How high can this thing go?
I think it's the scroll wheel that does the hover.
This is base bar makes it go up. Oh, it did. Okay. Oh, I see you. Ooh, you're kind of cool looking.
Yeah, this thing is pretty dope. Pretty fast too, actually. For what it is, a 6-wheeled, ambulance, combat ambulance. And I'm driving it all with a flight stick. Only
Nice.
slightly awkward.
Nice.
Meow. Okay, slow down. Let's get it lined up with the ship here.
Gotta open it up first.
I will do that when I get a little closer. I don't know if the guy on the hover bike was helpful. He could have opened it for me.
Well, I'm trying to land. Like, seriously. You sure you want me to goof around? I'm gonna run it over you.
My only rule is don't put that thing on the ship.
I'm not. I won't put it on the ship.
I've killed more than one ship trying to load little hover vehicles, and sometimes it's not even your fault. You turn the engines off,
I get it.
get off
no
the
worries.
thing, and it goes ba-doing. Okay, now nice and gentle up the ramp.
Seriously messed up planet. Like, can't even ride this thing anywhere without running into a tree.
Wiggle over into the corner without smashing into the walls. Okay. Perfect. Engine off. Why is it still rolling?
Weird. Ah, you made it in.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Could be tucked a little tighter over, but yeah. And see, you're tall enough, you're gonna go right over most of those rocks. I don't know why you're
No, I'd
Worried
check.
about it.
I'd run right into him. There's basically nowhere I could go. Anyways, right? And you just dock it again. Well, you look tiny.
The worst thing is that actually does have guns on the front of it. By default, they're scatter guns, which is basically energy shotguns. So you're pointing that thing at me, and all I can see is those blasts.
Do I just park it right here, or do I have to ask for a spot to park it?
You can park it anywhere. Stay on it for a second, though.
You're blocking an active flight
Okay.
bay. Please make
Oh, I know. I'm blocking an active flight bay. I'm
And
gonna stay on it, but I've got to move over here. I don't want to get another fine.
Well, I'm still waiting for the first time you end up in space jail.
It's only going to be because the game does something weird, puts me there.
Happens to the best of us. It happens to everybody.
You know, like lock me inside of a ship, or I park a ship that I.
How
picked
did
up
you
from
get locked in
somewhere.
that ship again? Was that a stolen ship you got locked in? So there's more to the story, folks.
Exactly. I mean, technically, it didn't say it was private property, so it's just somebody. Oh, somebody else just took off on a bike. Is that you? No. Is that you?
Yes.
Nice. You got the little red one. You got to watch out for that one. That's the one
I know.
that I blew up in. All right. Can we go somewhere? Or... Oh, you're fast.
Yeah. This isn't even the racing version of this bike. There's a faster one that doesn't even have the gun on the front.
Just like flying right over the top of those rocks. That's risky business there.
Well, I am aiming for the flatter ones, not the pointy ones.
You trying to go somewhere specific or?
No, just cruising. You were on a hover bike saying you didn't have anywhere to drive, so I thought I'd get on a hover bike and drive.
No, cool. But if we die, oh, I didn't set myself in the med bay. Did you?
I did.
Oh, you're awesome, smart. Like you've been here before. Not me.
He's a
I'm heading
thinker.
back. I'm heading back right now. I'm gonna go get it before I get blown up.
What's cool is sometimes if you hit it just right, these hover bikes will bounce off of some of the terrain. Even these flatter rocks have sent me like 30 or 50 feet into the air. You're just cruising along, and then all of a sudden you're like boop, way up in the air. And the one you're on is one of the I think that's the original hover vehicle. And it's got some of the best jumps. There's another little quad bike that they've got that's a little bit smaller. It does not have the second person seat on the back. That one might have better hops than the Dragonfly. But the interesting thing is, on surface, all of these act as little hover vehicles. But in space, they act like vehicles. They're not limited to, a hover distance. So they can go up, they can go down. You can cruise around in space on one of these all you want, and they work great. They just can't quantum jump.
Just gotta get it into space, huh?
Well, they used to have Port Olisar, which was the only space station that didn't have any hangars. Whenever you spawned a ship, it just spawned on one of the open landing pads. And it was really cool because you could spawn any of these hover bikes and you could just like fly around the station. I used to do that sometimes when I was bored. I would just like get on one of the bikes and this is back when that was the only space station in the whole game too. So you could just like hover and you could watch every single player on the server like come and land or like spawn in and take off and get to see all the different ships you didn't have. Again, this was a much earlier version of the game. And yes, we are in armistice, so weapons are fully locked down. Boink! Nope. That one I thought would have sent me off, but it didn't.
What the heck? It got me on this thing backwards.
You're sitting in the
Rear
passenger seat. Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
But it's interesting because the passenger can shoot anybody who's chasing you,
Oh,
and
no,
then you can shoot anybody that you're chasing.
Don't get me wrong, it makes sense, but I'm all by myself. Like, where are you?
Well, you have to sit in the right seat.
Yeah, I know. It's all pilot error. Systems low power. Systems on low on power.
Did you hit something?
No. Well, you're speedy in that thing, aren't you?
I'm probably faster than you.
Oh, you're definitely faster. Did you find a place that you can actually go to, though?
I mean, we're on Lorville. There's nowhere to really go unless you want to drive for like a couple of hours to get to one of those bunkers that we would just fly to.
Right. I know, it's kind of pointless, right?
So the cool idea, or a cool idea of these would be, some of the bunkers, you come in and they start shooting at you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you could park outside of weapons range and then jump on your little bikes or in your little, in your little car and you can drive. Because those anti-air weapons do not target the ground vehicles. And there are actually places where they have actual racetracks set up with there's actually racing missions in this game. So you can go to different places and basically you do time trials around a set course, and there's global leaderboards and all that kind of stuff. I don't do any of the racing stuff, but it's there if you want to do it. this isn't even racing. We're talking like some of those guys, like the tolerances down to like, you know, 1/10 of a second or 100ths of a second. You know, just like real racing. They get
Yeah.
really into it.
I found a way out.
Excuse me. But to where?
Just more nothing.
Into the great
There's like
wide
a whole
open,
It's like a whole cliff right here.
under the skies of views.
A whole bunch of barrels.
These are not blue skies.
Huh. You had to run around a bit on the planet, I guess that's the way to do it.
Yeah, oh, you wouldn't want to do it on foot. It's so tedious. Worse yet, I've gotten stranded like several kilometers from a space station by, you know, Star Citizen things happening. And I decided to EVA over because I wanted to see how long it would take. Oh boy.
Well, you're running forever, probably.
It took a hot minute. Whoa.
Trees. No, I don't
This is
like
actually
those.
more fun than I've had on this thing ever, actually.
Yeah.
I haven't crashed yet. Knock on wood. Then I almost hit something.
Whoa. It's like strafing to the right for some reason.
I'm like five kilometers away from you already.
I'm on my way back. The ship. I actually have to.
Hello, and thank you for contacting EDL Landing Assist.
So. Land request F11. Look at that.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
I'm gonna land.
Are you gonna try and put it back in the hangar, or are you just gonna park it behind the Crusader?
No, I'm parking it at the dock. I already got a landing pad. Oh, slam. Oh, I just slammed onto the ground. Whoops.
Engines offline.
Landing complete. What does it say?
That was awesome, actually. This is like an anime hover bike thing.
If you want to do, actually take the bikes somewhere and cruise around sometime, I have a bigger ship that I would recommend.
Yeah, let's do that sometime. I think I'm gonna be done for today, though. Like, that kind of made me a little bit not, like, heartsick.
That flip your switch a little bit.
It did. But it's also
Welcome
getting late,
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
and
system.
work starts early tomorrow.
I'm sliding up to the docking station. Woo!
Please visit us again.
And then I blow up.
Nuh-uh. Did you just blow up?
Yeah, I just power slid into the building.
Oh, no. You were doing so good.
Oh, like I said, I've never taken one of those things out, I think, without crashing, at least knocking the gun off the front.
Did you die?
Oh yeah, no, I have fully exploded. Like my gear's over in a pile. I'm spawning into the URSA rover right now. I'm right at the building though, so I'm just gonna run over and hopefully my stuff is not embedded in the wall.
I'm going over to look at your corpse right now because I saw where it was.
Don't loot my dead body.
I just fell off the side here. Dude,
That's what you get. Ambulance chaser.
I can't even find your body.
That's not good.
That's not good. I think you're in the wall.
That's what I was hoping did not happen.
You'll have a,
See,
you'll
that's
have a marker
two
for it,
gear sets today. No, I don't. I just know where I was.
though. Oh, we didn't
I
give
have
you a
a
marker?
I
could-
have a marker for you.
it had your name on it for quite a while. And so I was like, oh, I'll just head over and see. I wasn't going to loot your body. What am I going to do with it?
I loot your body.
What? I'd have to swap my stuff.
I like my stuff more.
I know you did.
Note to self, unequip all the fun gear before you get jerky lurky on the hover bikes.
True. You definitely want to be in your Speedo when you're doing that stuff, huh?
You know, at least on a flight suit.
See, I was just down there. I didn't see anything. You see anything?
Nope, like I said, I don't have a marker.
Dude, you lost all your gear.
That's, like I said, that's 2 gear sets.
In the wall. Oh, here I found it. I found some stuff. Pieces of the bike are laying over here. Yeah, like there's the bike. Do you see any body anywhere?
Nope. I'm pretty sure my character is embedded in that wall. Like,
You were going pretty fast.
oh yeah, oh yeah. I thought I was okay. So I came in, I let off the gas, I spun the bike 180, and I was accelerating basically directly away from the building, trying to do like that cool rocket power slide thing, and I slammed right into the wall. I have an even cool. I don't have it right away. I've got a buyback token for it, but it's the Alien hover bike. It's this like long, sloopy kind of narrows down to a point. It's got this windscreen that comes up over you, and this like back panel that comes down. You know, almost
Yeah.
Tron-like. Looks so cool, but it is so hard to drive.
So now, to log off and be done, I gotta go back to the station, don't I?
No, you could just log off right here.
This is just gonna
You would end up.
wake
You would.
me up
You
back
will.
here next time I come back?
Jiminy Christmas.
What's that?
Yes. What I was trying to say is that you will end up spawning back in at Lorville.
Oh, I will. And that's where I could get a ship, right? Cool. Don't
Lorville
you-
is this. Lorville is the big city.
Yeah. You need to fly your ship back though, don't you?
No, I'm gonna just wait. I think until the server or the next patch comes out.
It's just like sitting here out in the middle of nowhere. You want me to
Yes,
fly it up to the station for you?
if you want to.
I don't. That could take too long. You just disappeared. Did you just log off then?
Yes.
Alright. Goodbye, URSA. I'm gonna do the same thing. Alright.
It's
Well-
not a big deal because I know how to get it back now. When I thought it was server glitched, then I was worried about like, okay, how do I get it? Because I've had ships that have been, you know, I've been unable to use them before for like a week
Mm-hmm.
because the servers were bad or my account was bad, and either they did you know, the next patch came out and it fixed it, or I did a character inventory reset and it fixed it. But now that I know that it's just screwy enough that you have to pick them up at Lorville, I'm not worried about it.
Cool.
And what I figure is maybe the next time we play, we'll get the C2, which is the big cargo ship that, you know, you can drive tanks onto and off of. Like literally, it's a drive-through. It's got doors in the front and the back.
Nice.
We'll pick up the URSA. We'll pick up a couple of the different hover bikes. I'll see if I have any other. I think I've got at least one other ground vehicle, and we can load them all into the C2 because it's huge, and then we can just fly somewhere out in the middle of nowhere and drive around. And if we crash and die, we'll just spawn back in the URSA and pick a different vehicle.
Sweet. That sounds good to me.
And you'll be able to put your Dragonfly in there. I'll have my Dragonfly. Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well, let's call this one good for tonight. Thanks for joining us, whoever was watching our fun with bikes today. Catch you on the next one. And subscribe and like. See you later.
Night all.
Night.